Khabib could absolutely be considered the greatest of all time, the GOAT. I know a lot of you guys don't like this.
I know you got this, you don't like this.
A lot of you out there don't like Khabib. A lot of you come up with excuse after excuse as to why he should not be considered in even the top 5 greatest of all time. But I am going to give you one argument, and one argument that is absolutely irrefutable, and it is not his record. 29-0, while impressive, that is not why he should be considered one of the greatest to have ever done it. The reason why he should be considered the greatest to have ever done it is very simple. It's dominance.
Ultimate punch.
Khabib Nurmagomedov was absolutely dominant against every single opponent he faced in UFC history. There isn't a single round that he lost. Questionably, he lost 1 round to Conor McGregor.
Get a little air if you pressure in the beginning. And now Khabib's tired too, don't forget that. The striking is...
But a lot of people think that is absolutely insane and that he won every single round completely. If you look at pictures of him after every single fight that he had, it looks like he wasn't even in a fight. It looks like he was in a workout. He's sweating, yes, but is there a scratch, a bump, or a bruise on his face? No. The person who did the most damage to him in UFC history was his last fight against Justin Gaethje. He messed up Khabib's leg.
But this is the range that just...
In no situation within that fight or any other fight was he in any sort of danger, any kind of trouble. It doesn't even look like he got hit. Look at every other fighter on the UFC roster. Look at your GOATs. John Jones, George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva. All of them have losses to their name, that with the exception of John Jones. But all of them look like they got beat, like they got hurt, like they got battered, like they got bruised. At least at some point in their career. Not Khabib. Never. Every single fight he won by unanimous decision or by submission, ground and pound, TKO, all of that stuff. He finished almost every single one of his opponents or won by unanimous decision. A lot of you will come back, you'll say, oh, he only ever fought strikers. Bullshit. Yes, he fought a lot of strikers. RDA, Rafael dos Anjos, a jiu-jitsu black belt, and I believe a world champion jiu-jitsu athlete. Dustin Poirier was a black belt in jiu-jitsu. There were so many guys that he fought that had a grappling pedigree. Justin Gaethje was a Division I wrestler, and he made it look so easy. And not only that, if you've made it this far, code of honor, you gotta hit that like button, you gotta hit that subscribe button. But everybody knew exactly what he would try to do. He even said every single time,
I just wanna mold people.
I'm gonna take you down, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm going to submit you. And there wasn't a damn thing anybody could do to stop it. Conor probably stayed up the longest, but even him eventually succumbed to Khabib. The argument is simple. Khabib is the greatest of all time out of sheer dominance. And the fact that he left in his peak leaves a lot of questions. But can you honestly look at the lightweight roster and say that there is anybody in the top 10 other than Islam that can beat him? Anyone? Name one. Charles Oliveira? Get out of here. Who else? Sarukian? Gamrot maybe? Nobody. Nobody in the top 10 today of the lightweights could have beat Khabib. Islam maybe. But in practice, even Islam said that Khabib would beat him. Volkanovski might have given him a tough time, but I still don't think the results would have been any different no matter who he fought. Do I personally think Khabib is the GOAT? No. But he has to be in your top 5. Anything else, you're just a Khabib hater. There's no doubt about that. Oh, all he does is he lies down on people. Bro, like, watch a few videos on jiu-jitsu, on wrestling. If you can't appreciate the grappling that goes on in MMA, why do you even watch MMA? Like, go watch boxing or something like that. If you can't appreciate some of the stuff that he did, some of the innovations, like he made a video with Henry Cejudo.
Just don't grip him like this. Grip him with your legs and like horse, you know how to ride horse?
Basically saying one of the reasons why he can stay on top of people is because he squeezes them. Right, when they're underneath him in a jiu-jitsu, like when he's got mount. They can't escape because he's squeezing his thighs together like you would ride a horse. And so they can't get him off. And so that leaves his hands there to Beat him up. The way he tied up people's legs when grappling. Like nobody's ever done that before, but now you see a whole bunch of grapplers do the exact same thing in the UFC. What Khabib did was extraordinary. He innovated. Like, take a jiu-jitsu class. Feel how difficult it is to even have a purple belt on top of you. Now think Khabib is beating the shit out of like the top black belts in the world in jiu-jitsu and just in pure grappling. That's how good he was.